The top stories: Ethiopia and Pakistan ponder over parliamentary ties. And Malta says Ethiopia remains its key partner in business and other selected areas. And Malta says Ethiopia remains its key partner in business and other selected areas. Hello and welcome to ABC World, the voice of Pan-Africanism, with the latest news highlights of the hour. I am Tabitha John. Do stay with us. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed engaged in discussions with members of the Holy Synod of the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church, drawn from across the breadth and width of the Eastern African nation. According to the Office of the Prime Minister, the participants brought up a range of topics to the table, including peace and security, the developmental needs of communities, challenges within the church's administration, and how the clergy can contribute to lasting peace within the country. Following his meeting with the religious leaders, the Prime Minister noted on social media that religious elders play a crucial role in our communities. Continuing our conversations with different segments of society, today I met with members of the Holy Synod of the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church, who journeyed from across the country to meet with us for these discussions, he asserted. Former Ethiopian Foreign Minister thanked staff and leaders of the ministry for their significant contribution during its leadership. In his speech at the farewell program, Minister of Foreign Affairs Ambassador Taye Atqassillase lauded the leadership experience of Demeqe Mekonnen for being exceptional. Atqassillase also said that he will continue on strengthening the good works that he had started in the ministry during his tenure. State Minister for Foreign Affairs Burtukan Ayano, for her part, also told participants that Demeqe played a key role in generating problem-solving ideas and providing decisive leadership for our country to overcome the challenges that it was facing. Demeqe, on his part, thanked the staff and management for the recognition and said that he will spend the rest of his time helping the institution and country. Head office leaders, employees, managers, and employees of affiliated institutions were present at the send-off and recognition ceremony. Director General of the Refugees and Returnees Service, Taiba Hassan, held talks with Dutch Ambassador to Ethiopia, Henk Jan Bakker, to assess the progress of joint initiatives afoot to improve livelihoods of refugees. The two have exchanged views on the outcome of Prospect 1, the launch of Prospect 2, where they agreed to work together towards enhancing the socio-economic inclusion of forcibly displaced people and strengthening the resilience of host communities. The growing cooperation between Ethiopia and the Netherlands would improve the lives of IDPs, FDPs, refugees, asylum seekers, and host communities.
Adama lies at the throat of the Rift Valley, 90 kilometers away from the capital city, Addis Ababa. Now, the largest modern wind farm in East Africa, it is the first clean energy project supported by the preferential buyer's credit from Exim Bank of China. In June 2011, Adama Wind Power Farm Phase 1 was commenced. Construction of wind farms starts from road. The last step before generation is equipment debugging and commissioning. With twirling of blades, wind of Adama is being transformed into a steady stream of power.
Welcome back. Pakistani ambassador expresses readiness to elevate ties with Ethiopia in parliament and trade cooperation. This remark came while Pakistan ambassador to Ethiopia, Atif Sharif Mian, held discussion with Ethiopian Foreign Relations and Peace Affairs Standing Committee in Addis Ababa on ways of strengthening bilateral ties between the two countries. Shagao Yamato has the details.
Ethiopia and Pakistan have fostered multifaceted relations since the Southern Asian nation broke free from the yoke of colonialism in the 1950s. Trade, education and tourism are among the areas that the two countries have opted to prioritize by enhancing bilateral ties. The two sides stopped previous engagements with yet another discussion here today. A discussion led by Pakistani ambassador to Ethiopia met and conferred with Ethiopia's Foreign Relations and Peace Affairs Standing Committee of the National Parliament. On the occasion, Pakistani ambassador to Ethiopia, Atif Sharif Mian, said Pakistan remains committed to maintain business exchange and parliamentary cooperation with Ethiopia.
Ethiopia offers so much potential for bilateral trade, investment, educational cooperation, tourism. It is the headquarters of African Union. Pakistan has very cordial relations with Ethiopia. We have a close cooperation on the multilateral affairs. We have strong trade relations, and there's a lot of potential to increase bilateral trade. We are looking to have more business exchanges. We are looking to have more parliamentary exchanges. Parliament is the key. Parliamentary cooperation is the key way to improve the bilateral relations.
The ambassador also highlighted that the two countries are working to expand relations in defense, tourism and airline connectivity that will further cement ties between the two people.
There is a room for cooperation in defense relations, in tourism. Ethiopian Airlines is now going directly to Karachi for 4 times a week, and they are looking to enhance it to many times more, add new destinations, Lahore. So they are creating a new chapter of connectivity between Pakistan and Africa. Similarly, Ethiopian government has very kindly established its embassy in Islamabad last year, which is also playing an active role in connecting both countries and bringing both peoples together. So we are looking for an exciting period of cooperation ahead of us.
Chairperson of the Parliamentary Foreign Relations and Peace Affairs Standing Committee, Dima Nago, for his part indicated that Ethiopia is keen to cooperate with Pakistan in tourism, education and investment, among others. He also added that the two countries are looking forward to exchange experiences in parliament and business cooperation.
And finally, Maltese ambassador to Ethiopia, Ronald Mikalev, said Ethiopia would be one of Malta's key partners in Africa. The first Ethio-Maltese Business Forum was held in Addis Ababa with the objective of fostering the two countries' business and bilateral relations in the future. The ambassador took time to flesh out aspects of Ethio-Malta ties during an interview with the Ethiopian news agency. Take a look.
Speaking on the occasion, Malta's ambassador to Ethiopia, Ronald Mikalev, said that the approach is long-sighted. To cement business partnership would be the key word that defines the relationship between the two countries. Partnership is an essential starting point, which implies a trust commitment to shared vision, a sense of purpose, reliability, he added. According to the ambassador, the two countries have made great strides in terms of creating confidence through engagement over the past 2 years. The Embassy of Malta have also been active in a range of areas which include diplomatic training, cyber diplomacy, and engagement with key entities in Ethiopia so as to ensure that political dialogue as well as people-to-people relations.
Trade is the result which follows from trust. We are confident that Malta and Ethiopia have built up the necessary momentum to ensure that this trade mission's objective can be met. Malta's strategy for Africa underscores the belief that trade and enterprise should benefit both sides. In this regard, I've often highlighted that Malta and Ethiopia are natural partners for trade.
State Minister of Ethiopian Foreign Affairs Ministry, Misgano Arega, recalled that the visit made by Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed to Malta in February last year, and Malta's Foreign, Trade and Europe Affairs Minister, Ian Borg, in May 2022, have cemented the relationship between the two countries. The minister thus called on Maltese investors to exploit the immense and lucrative business opportunities in Ethiopia.
I would like to invite Maltese investors to exploit the immense and lucrative business opportunities in Ethiopia. I believe you will all be satisfied with what you will observe during your stay here, and we look forward to engaging with you in the future.
Ethiopian Investment Commissioner Hanna Arya Selassie explained Ethiopia's favorable investment climate, further noting that the Ethiopian government has been hugely investing in infrastructure development and energy in addition to opening up the economy for foreigners. The commissioner pointed out that Ethiopia offers very big opportunity for foreign investors and domestic investors across a wide range of services.
Ethiopia offers a very big opportunity for foreign investors and domestic investors to explore opportunities across a wide range of services. Another factor that you should consider when you think about investments in Ethiopia is the commitment of the government, especially over the last 5 years, with the recognition that the private sector plays a very critical role in the development of the country.
Ethiopia's ambition to become one of the leading economies in Africa and the gateway to business and an aviation hub in Africa will open huge opportunities for international investors. Moreover, Ethiopia's membership in AfCFTA and accession to WTO are opportunities that attract foreign direct investment and connect Ethiopia's economy to African markets.
You're watching ABC World, a reminder of the top stories. Ethiopia and Pakistan ponder over parliamentary ties. And Malta says Ethiopia remains its key partner in business and other selected areas. That's all we had for now. I'm Tabitha John. Thank you for watching. Have a good time and do take care.